got two. Well, these are small, but big for Canada. When I say big for Canada, this is the biggest size I can get here in Canada. And while the quality isn't the greatest, this wasn't a fully mature breadfruit. Neither was this one, but it's the most mature from the pack, the stock that was there. And you will see that is the sort of stem area where the sap will come out. If this is fresh off a tree, what I would recommend that you do is you get some vegetable oil and you coat your hands with that oil, or you wear gloves, because the sap can be very sticky. Funny enough, when we were kids and we wanted to catch birds, we would cut the tree, we would take the sap, it would leak out, we would chew it, and it was called lagly, and you would stick it where the birds would feed, and then when the feet got caught on the lagly, yeah, that's how we caught birds. Anyhow, we're learning today how to peel and cut breadfruit. If you want a more in-depth video on how to choose the right or correct breadfruit for cooking, you know, for soups, for stews, for oil down, for roasting, all those there's different types of breadfruit, different stage of maturity that you would need. But today we're just focusing on how to peel and core the breadfruit. So I've got two of them. I'm just going to set it aside. And this is the sort of stem area. So what I would recommend doing, get a sharp knife and you would trim off the top. A sort of a sawing motion will work as well. Yeah, so there's the stem. Now what we're going to use is the flat surface here. Boom. Then we're going to cut it in half. Again, that sort of rocking motion all the way down. So we've got two halves. Then we're going to twist it and we're going to cut wedges or segments depending on how big you want. It's totally up to you. Now here's that core that we have to remove, and you can see less than 1 millimeter thick is the skin. So we need to remove the skin and we need to remove this core. But what I'm going to do is further break this down into a couple more pieces just to show you all. Next up, you would take a paring knife and you would cut out the sort of core area like this. That's going to go into the rubbish or into your compost, or if you have the green bin in your city's waste management program, that's where that goes. So now we have the skin, and you can use a potato peeler, or as in my case here, I am using a paring knife. Notice how I remove that. And you know, basically that is it. So this is how you would peel it. That's how you remove the core. And I have it in segments here. Again, the core, a sort of a sawing motion or a rock back kind of motion. If you have a really sharp knife, well, it will work easier for you. And remove the skin. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. I do hope you enjoy not a recipe, but the sort of how-to here on how to peel and core a breadfruit for cooking. So now I have a few recipes on CaribbeanPot.com, from the Trinbagonian oil down to the Grenadian oil down. Greens are here and all there, you know. But anyhow, that is how you would peel and core a breadfruit.